risk management department, 2009.
That is great.
I'm 25, so I'm pretty young still.
First, to start with the crypto mining stuff. That's super interesting. So if you don't mind, can you re-show like your mining rig and everything?
Yeah.
And then so your TikTok is Party Finance and your Instagram is Party Finance. Do you want me for the YouTube video to link either your TikTok or Instagram, or?
Yeah, you can if you want. Let me see how to start.
Do you want to do your TikTok? Because I feel like you're bigger on TikTok, right?
Yeah, we can do TikTok.
Okay. I'm going to turn off the camera really quick so I can show my live stream your stuff. So my camera doesn't come off.
Screen is blurry. Let me see.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
My camera's going to come off so I can show it to you. Okay, so this is his mining rig. And so go ahead and if you can tell people, how much do they cost each one? You got 12, is it Asic miners?
Yeah, so these are Bitmain Asic miners. So these cost me about $2,800 a piece, and then one of them down here cost me $7,000.
So you're like investing about $30,000 in mining equipment.
Yeah, I mean that was just the miners itself. Then you have infrastructure, power. Like, there's a lot more that goes on to it.
And you have an advantage because you're in Texas, which is low cost energy, right? Because I can't do this in California, right? California has one of the highest electric rates.
Yeah, you're paying through the roof. My partner in this was actually living in California, and it was just not feasible there. So he sent me some of his down here, and then I rented out a property, converted the whole garage into like a mining operation. I have videos on my YouTube I can show you. That's like a whole ordeal. Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is, if you can, send me the links to those YouTubes. I'm going to put it on the my YouTube video, so that way if people want to check it out, they can just click on that. So they're asking, how much did that rig cost? So all of his equipment was $30,000. Each rig is about $2,500. Is that right?
Yeah, and then one of them
$7,000. Why would you drop $7,000 rig? Why did you buy a $7,000?
At the time, it was making, I believe, $500 a day. So, I mean, you get your money back in a month.
And so what cryptos were you mining? Just random cryptos? No, like Bitcoin or Ethereum?
I was mining Dash and then another coin called Sia coin.
Okay.
And then I would convert to, or I would use like a mining pool, and then it would just pay me in Bitcoin.
Oh, wow.
Every day.
That's awesome. And so what do you approximately make a month on that?
So with mining, when I was operational, I would say about profit every month, about 1,700. And this is when crypto was.
That's after all your expenses, right? That's after you pay the.
After all.
Oh my God. That is crazy. That's like way better than real estate. You don't have to deal with tenants, because like to get $1,700 of cash flow, you're spending usually like $200,000, $300,000 in real estate, right?
Yeah, but it's a lot of upkeep too. Like, especially with these, like these produce a lot of heat and noise, like lots of noise. And the heat, each unit produces about like 130 degrees, and it's just constantly pushing it out. So you need cooling. And then like if anything happens, like the servers go down, like if the mining pool goes down, internet goes down, you need to turn them off, because every second it's on, it's like just costing power. So if it's not mining.
What's your average electric bill when you're running all those rigs?
So at the max, I believe my power got to, I think, $3,600 a month here in Houston.
And they didn't think you're growing weed?
They did. They the power company came out within 2 months. They're like, yeah, you're taking up way too much power. They came out, they saw what I was doing, and then they're like, all right, well, if you blow the transformer, you got to pay for that transformer. So.
Wow. Wow. And so are you looking to expand your operation? Because like legitimately, I want to get into mining, and I actually have capital. So, and I would love to do real estate either in Houston, or I was going to say San Antonio. Isn't San Antonio a little bit cheaper?
It is, and because Houston's booming, Austin's like extremely, like it's like a skyrocket. It's a rocket ship in Austin right now for real estate. San Antonio, I feel like that's going to be the next. I mean, it's already booming, but I feel like within the next couple of years, that should have a lot more growth.
I want to buy like a beater property and then just put in a bunch of mining rigs.
Yeah, that's the way to do it, honestly.
Yeah, and then I would want to do it for one of my California properties because I've gone solar. So I think you can do it, right? Your partner that's in California, he doesn't have any real estate that's solar, right? Because I think if you have
No, I don't think so.
because I actually legit want to try it. So maybe if you got some old rigs you want to sell me, I'll buy some and I'll try it on one of my solar properties and see if I can do like a what is it like a green
Like,
mining rig.
yeah, like solar green mining, all off grid.
So when did you start the mining? What year did you get into mining?
Got into mining 2017, middle of 2017.
Okay.
And it took
So
me
you
about 3 to 4 months to get like fully operational.
and so on a good month you'll make over $2,000, and then on a bad month you'll make less than $1,000.
Yeah, there were some months where like I was just down because the market went down and I was holding on to the coins. Um, so I would have to come out of pocket for those months.
Okay. And so your mining equipment, how long can you keep it? Did you buy it in 2017 and it's good for like 3 to 5 years, or how long does the mining equipment last?
So it depends on which miners you get. The ones I have, they lasted about like the ones I have right now aren't on. They're just displayed in my office, but they were operational about for 6 to 8 months. The ones I have before, because like when there was a lot of drama between the miners I had back in the day, there was a lot of developer drama. The little background, the coin itself, they had a pre-sale for miners for their early investors, and it took them about 2 years to even actually have them product like the mining product shipped out to their investors. So before that, this company Bitmain came out, hired a bunch of developers, and basically coded up a mining miner with the same algorithm and just sold them out immediately and shipped them out worldwide. And because of that, there was a lot of drama between the developers, and they basically stopped mining on that algorithm, and they just changed the full concept of like the full crypto. So there's a lot of drama back then when it comes to mining.
But if I bought a miner right now, right? So our audience is a little confused. They're like, "What are you guys talking about?" So if I bought a mining equipment, what's the average lifespan? If I drop 2.5 grand on one of these Bitcoin miners, like how long will it last?
It depends what miner. So like the ones I have are Asics. Let's say if you buy a GPU miner, those could last you for a while. Like I know people from 2017 that are still using their GPU miners, and with Asics, it depends what algorithm you're mining. Because with Asics, each miner can only do one algorithm. With GPU, you can switch up different algorithm and hash rates, I believe. So with ASIC, I would go with the Bitcoin, the S9s. Those miners are pretty good. I mean, they're still making you money 3 years later.
And so once again, you like, what's the approximate like range? So what it needs 5 years. Like a Bitcoin miner should last 5 years.
Yeah, ASICs miners, I would say about a year typically before the next gen comes out. Because next gen,
So how much
they're
does
a
it
lot
cost?
faster. It costs a
what
lot. I mean, sorry,
what website do you get them off of?
Bitmain.com.
Okay, bitmain.com. And
Yeah.
so if I get the first type of miner you mentioned, it only lasts for a year, and then you got to get a new one.
Yeah. You constantly have to upgrade. That's the problem. That's the problem with ASIC miners, because it's just like cell phones and computers. There's a faster processor coming out 6 months later, and so then you're mining, but you're mining less because the new guy has a newer processor and he's mining a lot more than you. So you just have to constantly upgrade.
Okay, and then
That is the problem.
the other type of miner, what was it that lasts longer? The other one you said it lasts for 5 years because it says
Yeah,
2017.
GPU mining, that'd last you longer.
What does it cost for a GPU miner over an ASIC miner? What is like the costs?
I would say it's the same depending on how many graphic cards you want to put in. I mean, now with the graphic card shortages, people are paying like ridiculous amounts. But about a year ago, you would be paying the same price, about 2,500 for the same if you want a GPU miner with 5 GPUs.
Sorry, I'm gonna close the window. I have people mowing the lawn, so I'm gonna close the window really quick.
Okay.
But they also wanted to ask you, do you have a girlfriend?
No, I am
He's single, ladies. If you guys want, he's single. Party Finance. Look him up on TikTok. Adam on TikTok. Hold on, I'm gonna close the window really quick. Yeah, these
okay.
landscaping people, and they're just going landscaping like crazy, ruining our TikTok live. Okay. I should get rid of some of the noise. See if we have any other questions. Okay, and then how do you liquidate your crypto? You just convert it into Bitcoin, and then do you just hold the Bitcoin, or have you been converting it into USD to pay your bills?
So yeah, so I take out all the expenditure. So I liquidate to USD and then pay my bills and then keep all the profit in crypto.
Who do you pay to liquidate? Who's your broker that you use or
So
exchange?
I use Gemini, the Winkle.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Why don't you use Voyager? Because there's no fees with Voyager.
I like Voyager. I have been using them recently on the phone because I know they give you I think APY, I believe.
But you can also, as long as you convert it into dollars, there's no fees, which is crazy. So like if I have Bitcoin, what you do is you convert your Bitcoin into USD and then the USD coin, and then the USD coin to actual US dollars, there's no fees.
Wow.
Yeah.
I need to look into that for sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you've paid Gemini what? Like, what do you think you pay fees as like because you're mining crypto, so I'm sure you pay Gemini a lot in fees, right?
Yeah, because I'm going in and out like every week, so fees adds up. They add up a lot. So.
Okay, I have a referral link for you if you don't have a Gemini account. So what about stocks? Can you tell me, so you got into crypto before you got into stocks, right?
Yeah, so my initial start was in crypto, and then when the whole crypto bust came down, I was still in crypto. I held all my bags, still actively trading, and then I just started putting more money into the stock market, and then put a lot of money into the stock market, and then that was doing great. I mean, it's still doing amazing right now. So I'm like 50-50 crypto stocks mining.
Okay.
So.
What's crazy is that I've put in maybe like 1/10 of the money into crypto, into stocks, but because I did a lot of my purchasing in 2017, like it's crazy. But my crypto is still not comparable to my stocks. But like I've basically 10x on my crypto, where I've only like doubled on my stocks.
Yep, that's pretty much how I am. Yeah, I probably made 200-300% in the last 2 years in my stock portfolio, and then crypto just thousands of percent. It's ridiculous.
And I try to give advice to people, and I keep telling people, okay, if you're new to invest, you should do 50% crypto, 50% stocks. And what's funny, if people want to watch my YouTube video, so I told this person, and they didn't listen to me. They just YOLO'd all crypto, and then when I found out, you actually made the right decision. Like the crypto market's been doing so much better than the stock market, but she invested, I want to say like 10 grand, and she's now like up like 16 or 17. She literally started in October of last year.
Wow.
And I'm like, you know what? It's good that you didn't listen to me, but now you should diversify because she has all this profit from her crypto.
Yeah, that's the issue I'm having now. I'm just trying to find another asset class to move some funds in.
What stocks do you primarily? Are you like a day trader, or do you hold? Like, what's your trading strategy for your crypto and for your stocks?
So, I mean, I do day trade here and there, but like, I guess swing trade. I'm more like lazy trader, more patient now. I just wait, see, like, have my setup set up, and then if they come down to my levels, my alerts go off, and then I'll take a look at it, buy it if I like it, and then that's about it. And then now I just manage my portfolio, just hedge it properly.
Okay, and so are you long? Like, what are some stocks that you're long in? Like, what's your top 5 or top 10 holdings that you're like gonna go long with stocks?
For long term, I think I like Palantir for sure.
Okay.
That's gonna be good.
Johnson and Johnson. We got someone in the live stream asking about Johnson and Johnson. You got any Johnson
Yeah,
and
I'm
Johnson?
not too sure on that.
Okay, so we got Palantir. What are some other stocks?
I kind of like the whole ARC-X, the whole space ETF that's going on right now. I think that for the future is going to be pretty big.
I'm holding the bag on the space, the stock Virgin Galactic. I bought a bunch
Yeah,
and it went up to 40. I didn't sell any of it. I'm like, oh, like I'm such a good investor, and then it crashed, and so I'm buying more.
Yeah, I actually bought some Monday, so
yeah, dude. If it goes under 20, I'm gonna buy more because, like, for me, I love travel, but I don't want to sit in a plane for 16 hours. So, like, if this stock investment goes well, where I can go on a 4-hour flight to like London or Paris, sign me up.
Exactly.
Okay, so you're long Palantir, you're long ARC-X. I'm gonna get at least like 7 stocks out of you. So you got 2 right now. So
Boeing.
Okay, Boeing's a great company, and that one never. Boeing is just gonna.
Yeah, I love Boeing. That's my coin. That's my stock. I love Boeing. Let's see.
Boeing on
Twitter.
Twitter. Okay.
Twitter.
So we got Palantir, Boeing, ARC-X,
Coinbase for sure.
Coinbase. Okay.
That's a more long term. I mean, so, but yeah.
I bought Coinbase this morning at 307. I think it went down to 304.
Nice. Let's go with. I mean, Tesla.
Love Tesla.
I don't own any Tesla right now, but I'll be.
Why not?
At a major dip.
Yeah, you gotta buy.
I'm a huge Elon fan. I'm long Elon, but currently don't own any Tesla. I'll change that soon.
Bitcoin and Tesla have been my 2 best investments, and I wish I put in more into both. I wish I had. Okay, and okay, so that's like your kind of your long. So you don't. What about FANG? Like, do you have any Apple, Amazon, Microsoft?
I do have a little bit of Apple. Not much. I'm kind of waiting for a bigger dip on those, to be honest. I think they're kind of overvalued at the moment.
Yeah. No. That's like the biggest holdings in my portfolio. I went long FANG, but like I got lucky. I got in with Facebook at $20 because I started trading. Yeah, but it was through my IRA, my tax deferred account.
Yeah.
But yeah, so my biggest holdings, I think right now, my number 1 stock is Amazon. So that's what I hold the most. I think my number 2, and I kind of regret this, get ready to laugh at me, Alibaba. So Alibaba.
Actually, no, I've been heavy in Baba. I took a loss last month, but I think I'm about to get back in soon.
Okay. I'm still holding the bag on Alibaba.
Yeah, I think I was mostly Baba last month. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's my second biggest holding. My third biggest holding is Facebook. I know a lot of people hate Facebook, but once again, I got in so cheap, and I actually believe in VR. Like, I love VR technology, and that's one reason why I'll go long on Facebook, because if I can't get on my 4-hour plane flight to Paris or France, I want to be able to VR goggles and like hang out with my buddy in Paris and like walk around Paris in virtual reality. I was like trying to tell my mom that. I'm like, Mom, don't worry if you don't like travel. We'll have VR headsets and 4K or 8K, So, and then let me see. Okay, so then Facebook, and then probably Apple is my next biggest holding. So Facebook, Apple, and then Tesla. And then it's either Microsoft or Google. But yeah, so it's like my portfolio is pretty conservative, but I haven't added to a lot of those stocks because you're right, they're kind of overvalued. So recently I've been buying Palantir is one stock I'm looking at. Okay, you want to know something crazy? Have you heard of Taiwan Semiconductor, TSM?
No, TSM. No, I have not.
Okay, so they're one of the best chip makers. Like, they compete with NVIDIA and AMD. Yeah, TSM, check them out. Guess what? TikTok banned me. I made a TikTok on me buying Taiwan Semiconductor, and it got 0 views. So
Oh
TikTok
my God.
Yeah, if you do anything.
Yeah,
So
I
maybe
followed
slide.
you because of the whole Chinese bank, the loan process.
Yeah.
So
By
that
the
was
way,
pretty cool.
I wanna, they said they would do a deal in Texas. So I actually want to work with that Chinese bank. I just need to set up an LLC that owns the property for more than a year. And that's why, like,
Okay.
now that we're talking, I would love to do a deal with you. And if you want to bring in other investors, I'd be okay. But what I want to do is ideally buy in San Antonio. But if you can find a deal in Houston, I mean, I don't care, or somewhere like, in between. But basically buy like a property and then use the Chinese bank to get the loan, right? And then you can set
Yeah,
up a mining operation with the Chinese bank money.
dude, that's perfect.
Yeah, they just want real estate assets. The problem is, like, if you don't own land, because like you can have mining equipment and stuff like that, and they'll still consider it as like an asset. But in order to get, like, because my interest on my loan is 3.7%, in order to do that, you have to have real estate assets. And in the beginning, they wouldn't do Texas. They said they were doing California, Washington, New York. But the banker told me now that they're actually doing deals in Texas and especially Houston. You actually have a Chinese
Wow.
bank in Houston. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bunch over here for sure. There's a
Do
massive
you
Asian
do
community.
you do you guys own your property in an LLC, or is it just like personally owned, or is it just you guys rent?
Right now it's so with my parents, they have about three properties. I have it now. I converted it all under an LLC, and then they live in their own like house.
You could
So
get a
I
loan
just confront.
if you wanted to, and you
Yeah.
don't need my help. You could probably get the loan. Ideally, though, if you want to do another deal, let me know. But yeah, if you hit up ICBC, let me see if I have it. Just Google. If you go on your Google and look in the Houston area, just put in Chinese bank or bank. One of those Chinese banks should show up, and you just need 1 year of tax return, and it's a no recourse loan. So they'll just
Wow.
take the property. Yeah, like it's
Yeah.
crazy how easy it is to qualify. So
We'll for sure look into that.
all right. And so your portfolio, you said, is more crypto than stocks.
Um, I would say right now it's like 60% stocks, 40% crypto. I mean, I'm kind of taking out profit and reconfiguring it here and there
Have you
right
been
now.
have you been doing yield farming with like Voyager Digital or Blockify or no?
So Gemini released their earnings. So I bought some Uniswap. So I'm currently earning interest on my Uniswap. It's a 30-day hold. So we'll see after the end of the 30 days how it
So
goes.
they pay the lowest rates on Gemini. I have a
Yeah, I know.
so you don't have a Blockify either, huh?
I think I created one about a month ago.
Okay.
Let's see.
By the way, they ask you, do you have a day job or you just mine the crypto?
Um, Day job, portfolio manager, pretty much just sit here. This is
Oh
my job.
wow. Okay, so
Yeah,
you're a portfolio manager for like a hedge fund or yourself?
I have I have about five clients, so it's nothing too
Oh,
major, nothing too big, but yeah.
so where'd you go to school? Like, how did you get your education, and how'd you get into portfolio management?
I went to U of H. I haven't finished. I'm still currently in it, so that's that. Yeah. Not 100% there yet where I want to be, so I'm working there.
No, but you're young. How old are you?
25.
Yeah, man. Oh my God, you're so ahead of me, dude. I'm 33. So the fact that you're managing money, you're doing crypto mining, dude. If I was doing the stuff that you were doing, like, I think my biggest advantage though was I got into real estate in 2010. I'm pretty sure if you like go on Zillow or Redfin and you look at property prices, that's like
Yep.
what really helped. But then the next best thing I did to like kind of build my wealth was to invest in crypto and stocks and to diversify. Because that was like the problem. I was only like real estate. And then to be honest, between you and I, my MBA held me back because like I had to pay $120,000 to get my MBA, and I stopped buying real estate. So I don't want to like tell a lot of people this, but I feel like if I had not spent $120,000 on my MBA and I put it into Bitcoin in 2015, I'd have $32 million.
Dude, yeah, I
So
know the returns are insane.
But what you're doing is something I highly advise. Like if you're going to go to college, you should also work. I don't think anyone should be a full-time student. And then the fact that you're already like doing the crypto mining, you're doing the stock trading, you're doing a portfolio manager, like you're a hustler, man. You're in a really, really good
Thank
position.
you.
And yeah, I definitely would like to work with you if there's like a future opportunity where I can invest in real estate and do the mining, and we can use my connections with the Chinese bank.
Yeah, I would love to for sure. Like I'm actively looking right now. For the last like 8 months, I've been putting in offers in Houston, but I'm not paying 20-30% over. Like that's just
Okay, so
every property I'm looking at just go over.
Sorry, the audience, it's Party Finance, correct? Party,
Yes.
and then finance. So if you guys want to add him on
Yeah.
TikTok, he has way more followers than me too, but he doesn't go live, which is surprising. So I got my MBA at USC too. They're asking me.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's really, really cool that you're able to do the school, you're doing the crypto mining, and you're managing portfolios, and you're managing stock portfolios.
Yeah, stock portfolios and then crypto, somewhat
Okay.
crypto portfolios.
Who do you use?
So I'm with Merrill Lynch and Schwab.
Okay.
Those are my two main brokers.
You have to.
Sorry, say that again?
If you have a Schwab account, you have to buy Voyager Digital. You can buy their stock. It's way cheaper than Coinbase.
Wow, I did not know.
Yeah, Voyager. I'll give you the thing. By the way, they want to know, what are you going to school for at University of Houston?
Finance.
Okay, finance. Hence his TikTok name, Party Finance.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, you can buy Voyager Digital. I'll text you the ticker, but you should be able to find it on Schwab.
Sweet.
And then, have you done any? I got out of Merrill Lynch because of margin. You don't use any margin for your stocks?
No, I don't use any margin. So I use Merrill Lynch just because I'm a preferred client for Bank of America, just because of how much assets I keep there.
No,
So
but
with that,
I have the same thing.
sorry.
So I have the preferred, and I have my IRA Roth there, right? But I took everything else out because here's the thing. It's like, have you heard of Interactive Brokers?
Yeah, I have.
Dude, they let you borrow for under 1%.
Yeah, see, I'm not into big. I mean, I should get into margin. I'm just not fully.
No, and that's why
margin at the moment.
Because like that's what I'm trying to do. Because a lot of people get afraid, and that's actually my biggest regret of not knowing how to use it. Because like obviously, I'm not telling you to go, margin into like crappy stocks, but the ability to pull out cash during dips and not have to worry about it, it's awesome. So like, remember how we've had these little flash crashes with the tech stocks and stuff? For me, like I'm not afraid because like, have you seen my Robinhood trades? Like even though I have no cash in my Robinhood, I have like $160,000 of buying power because like I have 200,000 in my Robinhood and I get to borrow at 2.5% and it's tax deductible. And I always keep my margin under 20%. Like I think I have 30,000 of margin debt on Robinhood, but my portfolio is 200 grand. So I'm still under 20%. And then if there's dips, I can pull out. And in Interactive Brokers, it's just literally free money. Like, and remember, you can take the money out of your stocks and you can buy crypto with it.
Yeah,
cash out
and whatever you want.
And so I did an arbitrage with Voyager Digital. You know how like BlockFi and Voyager, they'll pay you. So BlockFi pays you 8.6% on your US dollars and Voyager pays you 9%, right? So I just pulled 20 grand out of my M1 Finance, which is 2% interest. And I just put it in my Voyager Digital and I collect 9%. So it's just like a pure arbitrage.
To make that 7% at the end of the day.
Yeah, because I don't need the margin right now, because I want to have hiring power to buy more. So I just took the money out. I have it in US dollars, and that's why I'm going to get you like just test it out with like $100. Like I don't I'm not telling you to go take out like a $20,000 margin loan, but just like the reason I got rich in real estate is because I used debt. I used other people's money to get rich, right? And like my best real estate deal is I did an FHA loan. I bought like a $500,000 6-bedroom house for 15 grand. So it was 97 leverage, right? And my monthly payment was $3,000. And so I rented 5 rooms for $3,600. I literally lived in the house rent free. So I paid 15 grand, got into the house, rented all the rooms. What's up, Sinister? I got people in the live stream. So I was living there rent free, collecting $3,600. And then here's the crazier part. Now, 10 years later, it pays me $5,000 of rent. I only owe $300,000 on it. So like I paid it down from 500K to 300K, and it's worth $1 million. And I literally invested only 15 grand. Yeah. And so obviously you can do that kind of leverage with real estate because it's more secure. But my biggest regret was not understanding how to use leverage for stocks and crypto. Because if you know how to get, like, if you can borrow money at 1% and you can buy like Bitcoin on Voyager Digital and you get 6% while your Bitcoin sits there, it's like easy money. And so I want to educate people, but a lot of people are not at your level to do that. And then a lot of people are risk adverse. So like when I tell them like, oh yeah, you learn how to use margin, they think I'm crazy.
Yeah, there's a learning curve to it. You can't just go YOLO into like random stocks and stuff. But
no, and in the beginning, just stick to 10%. If your portfolio, let's just say it's $10,000, right? Then just only borrow $1,000 and and then I'm not telling you to buy like $1,000 of Dogecoin. You can buy conservative stuff. So they're saying Bitcoin is down. Why is Bitcoin down? Do you have any reason why?
Personally, no. Great time to buy. It's in my buy range right now.
Buy the dip. All right, so yeah, we've gone for about 30 minutes. Do you have any questions for me or anything before? So I should probably. I don't want to eat up too much.
That's pretty fun. I should get into live streaming and YouTubing myself more.
No, you should. I mean, you have way more followers, so I'm pretty sure your live stream will get more lit. And then what's cool is if you have the iPad, I can call in on the iPad. So then I can, we can live stream together whenever you want.
Yeah, and like I have a whole setup. Like I actually invested a lot of money into a YouTube setup. I've just never thought about it.
Yeah, let's start creating content.
Start using it.
I'm not good at creating content. I mean, I'm just good at talking, stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, if you want to collaborate, and what's cool is I know some other TikTokers that are also into finance. So for example, in the live stream, I have this guy named Nerd Finance. You should check him out on TikTok. So
for sure.
Yeah, we collaborate and talk, and like everyone has different perspectives and investing styles. So I think that's like the great thing about like the social media is you can learn things from other people. Because like me getting into and buying Bitcoin, it was all through like YouTube and just like networking with other people, and then just kind of like having the curiosity to try it out. So I mean that's how you become a better investor.
Yeah, I think so too, and just by showing up every day.
Yep. All right. So if anyone in the audience wants to ask any more questions, let us know. If not, I'm going to end this live stream with Party Finance, and definitely give him an ad, check him out, and maybe he'll go live because his studio looks way better than mine.
I'm pretty sure we can go like dual live.
You can't do it yet. See if you can do it, but I don't think you can do it with me. When you go live on TikTok, there's like an infinity sign, and I don't think you can do it.
Now this, you can't do it yet.
So yeah, there's like a little infinity sign at the bottom. You can Google how to do dual live, and that little infinity sign doesn't show up. And they said that it's not activated yet for us. Like we don't have enough followers, but they said they're gonna make it where you can do dual live on TikTok. But I prefer Skype because the Skype allows us to record everything, and then I can put it on my YouTube channel. Because I think a lot of the content we talk about, especially the mining stuff, dude, I'm gonna actually listen to it again. Because like when you explain it to me, like sometimes I just don't get it. So I need to go back on my YouTube channel and I'll listen to you like explain like the type of miners and the costs and stuff like that. So
yeah, when it comes to mining, there's a lot of information, and there's a lot. Like I'm still learning more information about it.
But yeah, no, and I learned a lot from mining, and I guess the only thing I can encourage to you is to yield farm out of Gemini, because Gemini is probably the least. It's still good to use Gemini because it's secure, and like for me, I'm a pirate. I never have all my crypto in one wallet. Like I have like
Yeah,
12
all my
different.
cryptos.
Yeah, you bury your treasure in 12 places, so that way if they get one of your treasures, they still have to find the other 11.
Exactly.
But yeah, okay, man, it was good talking to you. Let's definitely do this again, and I'll send you the links for the yield farming, and then so you need to get another broker, man. Your broker Merrill Lynch doesn't do margin, or it's like really high.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
know.
7%.
It's super high. Like they'll let me do it, but it's pretty
Try
high.
Interactive Brokers then. I can send you a link for either Interactive Brokers or Robinhood, but Interactive Brokers is better because once you hit over 100 grand of stocks, you can borrow under 1%. And it's like, if it's over $25,000, it's 1.5%. And then if it's under 25 grand, it's 2.5%, which is the same as Robinhood.
Yeah, it's really good. The only reason I like Merrill is because they give you access to their platform once you get to that level.
No,
I just
no,
use
no,
their
no.
platform.
So I know you like the Merrill platform, but Interactive Brokers has the same stuff.
Yeah,
And like, have you heard of
I need to
Webull?
look into that.
Webull also has it, but the
Yeah,
margin on Webull's not as good.
yeah, it's not as good on Webull.
Yeah. What I tell people, it's like if you want to be a great fighter, you got to have multiple fighting styles. And I think that like these platforms and like investing in stocks, crypto, it's all different like fighting styles. And like the more platforms I use and I understand how they work, like the better investor I become.
Exactly.
But the rule of, because like, we have a low interest rate environment. So there's going to be a lot of inflation. I think they're lying about it. But basically, inflation hurts people that own dollars, right? And people that can borrow for really low interest rates and they can buy assets, whether it's stock, real estate, or crypto, they're going to get more rich, right? And that's what we saw during the coronavirus pandemic, right? Like if you're a
Yep,
billionaire, you're going to get a lot richer because you can borrow and buy all these assets that are going to go to the moon.
exactly.
So you got to learn how to borrow, my young Padawan. I'm glad that you're younger than me. But yeah, dude, learning how to borrow at a low interest rate and then also not selling. Because another reason why I like borrowing. Oh, by the way, you can borrow on your Bitcoin as well.
Yeah, on a BlockFi, I believe, right?
Yeah. And so have you had to pay taxes on selling your Bitcoin?
Yes. I'm set up in an S corp, so it's kind of I make sure I have a lot more expenditure.
Okay, that's good. But that's the one reason. So
Expenses.
let's just say in the future you got like $5 or $10 million of Bitcoin, like learning how to get loans on your assets is huge. So you don't have to pay taxes. Because that's another reason for me. I live in California. I'm not lucky like you. I don't live in Texas. And what's crazy is even though I live in California, like I don't pay a lot of taxes because most of my income, like I don't have a job, it's all just,
Yeah,
business income and investment income. And so like I don't sell my Bitcoin, I just get loans instead. And the loan interest is tax deductible. So that's how I
exactly.
live in California. And I've made a lot of money investing and I pay very, very little taxes. And I pulled a Trump in 2018. I had a negative tax return. And at the time, I had $3 million in assets. So I had like I made, yeah, dude, it was a joke. I lost $8,000 on my tax return, so the government owed me money. I literally had a net worth of $3 million, but I just was really good at not selling any of my winners. Like what I would do is if a stock is a loser, I would sell it at a loss so I could use that. And then also just,
Use that. Yeah.
with real estate, like I had a bunch of like remodeling, construction, all this stuff, but it was dope. I was like living in California and like, I had roommates at the time. I was like renting rooms and like my roommate that's an engineer that was like making 60K, he was paying more taxes than me.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we should definitely do another talk, I guess, on another live stream on like how to use loans to avoid paying taxes, and that's another reason why it's like so good. And then also it helps you with finding good assets because like no one gives you a loan on Dogecoin, right? Like
Yeah, no.
the bankers are smart. They're only going to give you loans on good assets. So in a way, it helps you also figure out how to build your portfolio so you can go long on
Exactly.
good assets, and then like crappy assets like Dogecoin, you kind of just like day trade it. You don't hold it.
Yeah, you put that in a different brokerage.
There you go. All right. Well, thank you very much for your time, man. That was a great live stream, and I'll talk to you soon. And yeah, let's do a duel. Okay, here we go.
Sweet. Yep. Thank you.
I want to personally thank you. All right, yeah, dude, that was a lot of fun. So let's do it again. I learned a lot from you. Thank
Sweet.
you.
Yeah, I mean, I learned a lot from your loan videos too. So pretty cool.
Yeah. No, I really want to help you, whether you do it on your own. If you don't do it on your own, we got to get an LLC in Texas and get some of that
Yeah.
Chinese
See, like I
money.
want to make more content, but it's just like I don't know. I don't want to be classified as like a guru, like giving out like bullshit information. Like even though like I do this shit all day long, I don't know. I'm still learning every day.
Cool. Like people are going to be interested about mining, and then also just like your opinions, right? You can still just talk about your own investments. I don't think you're not a guru. You're just telling you this is what I believe in, this is what I'm investing in. It's up to you. You guys can copycat me, or you can do something else.
Yeah, that's true. True. But yeah, it was pretty good conversation.
Later, man. Have a good one.
You too.